Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Modded Minecraft. I hope you guys are all having a great day today. I am doing fantastic. So last episode, you guys made it very clear that you like the thought of this storage idea and you want to keep it. You also told me to check my lattice. This one was like all bejangled and crooked, and I don't know how I didn't notice that before. Also, one other thing, I want to say thank you guys. Last episode of Let's Play Minecraft, I kind of put it out there that we were losing subscribers and I was stressed out. You guys came through with awesome comments. You made me feel fantastic. And you basically put it in me, instilled in me that I've got support no matter what. And for that, I thank you, and I'm here for you guys as well. And just remember, any dream or any goal that you want to accomplish, you can do it, man. Just think about me and my YouTube channel. I'm not the most popular, but I'm going to keep grinding because I know for a fact that one day, Jevinator is going to the top, baby. That's just how it's going down. So, with that being said, yeah, we're doing this thing. Anyways, guys, so thank you. Now, one of the absolute first problems that we have to take care of. You notice something here? We are full. That's right. We have filled up this storage room already. So much so that I have all of this left over from, I took everything from the other base and this is officially our new base. So we need to install some overflow protection. So I've got some diamond chests and I'm going to, is there any more cable here? No more cable there, but I know for a fact that I have cable in the system. We got a couple of these. 17 should be enough. Now I've got 5 remote awareness upgrades. So what we are going to do is actually, you know what I should probably do? I should probably go ahead and just grab a 5th chest as well. Grab all you, put you up there, and remote awareness cable. Okay, I think we're good. So what this should do is anytime the system is full, it should start storing into these chests. So what we are going to do is we are going to remove you, and you. And we're going to put chests here instead. So this is just like a little sort of hidden chest area. I need one more diamond chest. I hope that I have enough. You know what I guess I could do? I guess I could just break, you know, I moved everything out of that chest and didn't even bring it with me. Herpader! Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's do this. All right, so there we go. Now, so the one thing that we're gonna have to do is just configure all these cables. It shouldn't be too bad. There and there. So one thing that we need to do is I'm gonna disable against the back side of this. Disable. I only want it touching the chests. Disable. Now, we want to do in and out, remote awareness. In and out, remote awareness. You. So this should give us like tons of extra storage. And we won't know the difference either way. So there was a bunch of items inside those chests. It should have, yeah, it should have started picking and putting into the chests. So now we can take all that extra stuff, all those extra machines that we had and everything that wouldn't fit into the system. And we can just be like, hey, grab all you and put all that in there. And so it should put all of that stuff in there, no problem. I didn't realize it put stuff into the system that fast. And a little bit more. Yeah, that should take care of everything. Now, just from that right there, that should probably be 1 diamond chest worth. Now, later on, eventually, we will come through and expand this. But for now, I think this is going to be the best setup. Because it's, we can just keep adding. So some of the stuff went, okay, so it's picking this one primarily now. So we should be able to access all of that stuff from our upgrades no matter what as well. So let's go ahead and just check that to make sure it's cooperating. And so for example, compressor. Perfect. We are good to go. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and move on and start with our first project of the day. Since we have switched to a new base, the first thing that we absolutely need to do is get our smeltery up and running. That way we can process ores and make new tools and things like that right away. Next up will be the machines as well. So I made this platform. As far as dimensions go, I'm doing every 3, and I'm going to remove this one as well. And I'm going to move that eventually. So it'll be like 3, 1 for the, like a block, and then 3 more. Something similar to this. Because if we did the 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, exactly. So this is a pretty big pad. I think I have it. Is that the middle? Yeah, looks good. So we need to. What we're going to do is we are going to set up our smeltery, but we're going to do things a little bit different this time. I've got went and made some extra stuff for this, and what we are going to do is make a super smelter. And I think okay, so I didn't make enough room on the sides like I wanted to. And one thing I forgot to make was tanks. Crap. I wanted to make like 6 tanks. There we go. And I wanted to have at least 3 blocks on the outside, so I'll need to add some for that. But what I did make was I made 8 drains because I already had 1. And we are going to make this thing efficient. So I've got 9 faucets, and what we're going to do is we are going to do 6 tables and 3 basins. That way we can pour blocks and we can pour tables, or like casting ingots and things like that. Because in this pack you need to cast different things a lot. So something like that, I think. And as always, we already have all of our blocks. So now all we got to do is build this thing up. And there's so many blocks. I think this should do up to a stack still. I don't see why it wouldn't. So a smelter like this can smelt up to a stack. It'll pour 6 ingots at a time, or 3 blocks at a time, which is pretty fast. And just all around generally super helpful. So I'm not sure how tall I want to go though, is the problem. I wanted to do up to a stack. I guess the best way to test it would just be to grab like a stack of cobblestone. Oh god. Grab. Okay, I don't have a stack of cobblestone. Here, we will, I wonder if I can just put a stack of the bricks in here. Oh, wow, we can do already up to a stack. Okay, well then perfect size. Perfect. Wait, no, wait. Did it? Hold on. I'm confused. That made my inventory look weird. Did you guys see that? Okay, I want to do that one. Okay. That was a little strange there for a second. It threw me off. Okay, I'm going to put these in here. I'm going to test it one more time. That does not look like it takes... Okay, it does take a stack. Just making sure. That was weird. All right, I'm going to grab you, and we're going to need some more spruce wood. Let me grab another stack. So, as I said, I would love to have 3 around the entire outside. So we need to add just a row. And I've also got my other, like my stencil table and my forge and everything that we need to put over here as well. And there we go. So that gives us, I just wanted 3 around the outside because that gives us plenty of room to move. And I don't want to be cramped in, so. Just like so. And then I guess what we would do is have these on the edges. Oops. There we go. And did I bring micro blocks? I did bring micro blocks. And you. And I'm not sure how I want to do the micro blocks. What I was thinking about doing was putting some like more supports right there, and then connecting these somehow through that. I'm not sure though. Okay, so now we need to put down the rest of our stuff here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that or not. So we've got a stencil table, this one, and then we've got these 2 pattern chests. So let's see, we'll do, I feel like I'm missing one. Let's see, we've got tool forge, stencil table, part builder. I thought there was another one. Tool station, part builder, pattern chest, stencil table. I guess I'm not missing one. Huh, I thought for a fact that I was. That doesn't seem right. Whatever. There. And there. Good deal. So, say we wanted to make a pattern. We would put the patterns in here. And then say I want to make that one. And then I would put it over here. That would make the pattern, and then I would put it into there. Okay, I was just making sure that I had everything. Okay, so last but not least, we've got to work on this design a little bit. Now, this is the part that I typically like to do off camera because I'm not exactly sure how I like to do things, you know? So I know for a fact that I want to put, try to keep the every 3. So this should have lined up perfectly if we did it correctly. Put that right there. Something like that, I think. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to come back and I'm going to work on the design just a little bit more and show you what I come up with. Okay, guys, so I've finished up the room and got a little bit of other stuff done. We're going to actually try and craft something today. I want to fly, so I need a jetpack. So first off, I'll show you this. Let's start here, actually. Continuing this, I move the poles over and then put guardrails in. I'll show you that in a second. And then continued the guardrails. Same with the lattice above. Same with the lattice above here. I had to change the design up just a little bit here. Got everything sort of in line, lined up. Everything is ready to be cast or poured. I got more lava, more tanks, and pretty much just got everything ready. So this thing is fully operational whenever. So like I said, we want to craft a jetpack today. And I'm going to go with a leadstone jetpack because it's the easiest. And even then, a leadstone jetpack is hard. So I took the liberty of pulverizing 4 stacks of coal and got some flint together. Because one of the harder things to craft with this jetpack are these steam dynamos. And you need these coal chunks to make these things, which is the most annoying thing in the world, by the way. So the coal chunks are coal balls, and you need pulverized coal. So one thing I want to grab real fast is some crafting tables. I'm going to grab all 4 of these, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So over here, actually, I'm going to see if I have a bed in the system. Bed, because it's getting dark, might as well. Alright, so I've already taken the liberty, like I said, of crafting all 4 of those. Now I've already set up a bunch of stuff out here. I got most of my machines back together. There's just a couple things I haven't made. So I wanted to kind of see, okay, that's one thing I know we're gonna need then. I wanted to kind of see how well that this power system was actually gonna work. So, I'll put those there for now. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to need to do is we are going to need to make the coal balls, and those are pretty easy to make. I hope there's enough here, to be honest with you. So that makes 32, and we need to compress those. This guy. So we'll get that going. Now, this is where I'm kind of interested to see how well our machine or our power is going to do. All these machines filled up super fast. So we'll let that run. And that's going to make those guys, the compressed coal balls. And it just takes obsidian. Okay, that's fine. So let's go ahead and get started with the rest of this. I'm going to get rid of the floor here. And one thing I've learned about this pack is that whenever you're crafting, have like 6 crafting tables around you, because you're gonna need it. So let's start off with the basic crafting. I don't know if I have sulfur. I know I have the rest of that as stuff. So let's see. We're going to need the electroline, which I've got some. We're going to need lead. Wow, we have a lot of lead. And we're also going to need copper. I have a lot of copper too. Let's see if we have any sulfur. Oh, we have 1 piece of sulfur. Lucky. Okay, so Jetpack, you. And we'll start this crafting table as our main crafting for it. So, lead. Now, what was that other little middle piece? So 2 pieces of iron, 4 pieces of leather. Let's grab that stuff. We're probably going to need so many more things. You. And then iron. Okay. So I guess this is just like the chin strap. It's what you put around your face. No. There we go. All right, so the easy part's done. The easy part is finished. Now we've got to craft these thrusters. The thrusters are by far going to be the hardest part. So, you know what? Hold on 1 second, guys. All right, sorry about that. My neighbors were being rather loud. So, we've got the easy part done. Now we need to make the thrusters, which are these things. So basically we need to make all of this twice. So what we're going to do is I think we'll set up this crafting table right here with the base set up for this. So we'll do 8 lead. Here. What else do we need? We're going to need a redstone reception coil, which means we are going to need redstone. I'm going to grab these chips. That's why I'm here as well. Lucky, I didn't know I had those. And I'll grab 32 gold. Okay, so let's go ahead and make some coils. Make 2 of those. So as you can see, any kind of crafting in this pack is just like, it's a nightmare. We're also going to need 2 redstone for the bottom. And so here's the hard part, the middle row. Now, I kind of feel like I have some of that duct. Let's check and see if I feel like I crafted that. Oh, yes, we have it. Thank you, Jesus. It's a Christmas miracle. There we go. I really didn't want to craft that. So now all we have left is the dynamos, which looks like all copper and silver reception coils. So let's grab some silver. And come on, let me click. Now I wonder how our power is holding out. This thing has been okay. Seems like it's running pretty smoothly. That's finished. Let's go ahead and grab some obsidian while we're at it. Lucky. Right there. So you and you. So there's 2 of the coal chunks. That was one of the harder parts of that. And okay, so that's for the thruster, or that's for the thrusters. We need to make this guy now. So copper. Okay, so let's go ahead and make the transmission coils. 2 of those. That goes in the bottom. And then redstone chipsets. And 2 coal chunks. And 2 of these. Okay, so now we need to make gears. And this is where our smelter comes in handy. How many are we going to need? So we're going to need 4 gears. So that is 16 copper. There we go. So you see in this pack, like, there's a reason why I really don't show a lot of crafting. And it is because of stuff like this. Like, this is the easiest tier jetpack. This only holds 25,000 RF, and look how hard it is. The second tier one is even harder. Like, it just gets harder and harder. You need uranium, which requires a thermal centrifuge. So, and the thermal centrifuge will kill you if you don't have a hazmat suit. So, it's like, dude, give me a break. All right, so we need to craft some gears, which is just these guys. I almost wish I had more of the gear cast. Those kind of take a little bit of time to craft. Ugly forestry ones. That's kind of ugly. All right. Now, we still have to figure out how we're going to charge the jetpack, but I actually think I have a pretty good idea for that. There we go. So there's our 4 gears. I think that might be everything, right? Okay. You. So there's 2 steam dynamos. There's 2 thrusters. Ba-bam! All of that work for this one little redstone jetpack. Now, holy crap. Now we need to figure out a way to charge it, because I don't think I have a machine that'll charge it. It would probably be in here if I did. No, okay, so here's what I think we're gonna do. I think we are going to use a charge pad. And I don't see it. I guess it would be a table. So here's the assembly table. Charging table. So it takes obsidian and a gold gear. And I am 1 obsidian short. Is that all the obsidian that I have? That is all the obsidian I have. Okay, that is a huge problem. We have some lava over there. We might be able to get a piece of obsidian from that. So one second. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't even know why I did that. I had gold in my inventory the whole time. So get that going. And we're going to figure out how to get obsidian from this thing over here. Can't get through there. Because we have lava right here. So we're going to steal that lava. And we're going to make obsidian out of it. We kind of got lucky with that lava even being there, to be honest with you. Lucky. Okay. Now let's not mess it up. Whoa, chill out there. There we go. Alright. My pickaxe should be able to pick this up. Oh, rather fast, too. Look at that thing go. There we go. So there is 6 obsidian. That's exactly what we needed. We got our little waterfalls. They're so cute. Alright, so let's head over there and finish up our gold gear. You know what we should do? Eventually we should make some ender chests and connect this entire thing into a network, really. How do you... That's not too bad. Whew, a resonant machine frame. That's kind of hard. We'll see. Maybe not. Anyways. So, let's look up the charging table. I'm missing something. I must have put the chipsets back. Chipsets. What did I do with the chipsets? Must be in the other crafting table. There we go. There. So there is a charging table. Now you're probably wondering, what does a charging table do? Literally the same thing as this table, except for it charges. Imagine that. So put that in there. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make sure that all of these have the juicy powers. Get these all running at full speed. Good deal. Now, I can put all of this back into the system. So that charged that pretty fast. Let's see, I don't want that to go in. Put all that back in there. Just kind of cleaning up a little bit here. There we go. Okay, so our jetpack is now charged, but this thing is going to probably run out pretty fast. Man, it's not too bad. I'm not a big fan of, how do I guess it would be under simply jetpacks. Hover mode is C. Okay, so the key is taken. Anyways, so it looks like our water wheels are gonna do a pretty good job, I think. Pretty little solid thing. We're gonna have to make a machine room and a crafting room and stuff soon, but this little deck is gonna work for now, I think. Alright guys, I think that is going to do it for this episode of Modded Minecraft. As always, if you like these episodes, make sure you show support down below and let me know how you feel. Other than that, I hope you guys all have a good day, and I just noticed that our system has 2 spots of redstone. I wonder why that is. You think it would be like a smart system and put everything into the right spot. Maybe it's because it's over 16 stacks. Who knows? Anyways, I hope you guys all have a great day. Thank you all for watching. This is iJevin. Remember, guys, I love you, and there's not a dang thing you can do about it. Peace out.